Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a great day. This is the start of another beautiful series, which is going to be HTML, CSS, and JavaScript all together. And this is going to be really cool. So let me just power up Visual Studio Code. And yeah, let me just open it up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create a folder, right? And let's call it let's create a folder, and I'm gonna call it HTML, CSS, Java script. There it is. And now I'm going to open up ChatGPT. It's gonna guide us. It's gonna help us. We're going from the baby steps, and the goal for today is to create a simple web page with text, HTML, color and spacing, CSS, a button that shows a message, JavaScript. First, I'm going to create a new file called index.html. Let's do that. And before that, let me close Visual Studio Code. I'm inside the folder that I just created, and I'm going to open this folder with Visual Studio Code. Let's see if it works. Alright, so since I'm inside the Visual Studio Code, I'm going to create a new file called index.html. Let's do that. There it is. Alright, put this inside it. Obviously, I'm not just going to go directly and I'm going to like type it down, right? So this is the start. Doc type. Okay. Doc type. OCTYP. Doc type. Alright. HTML. Okay, there we go. That's the start, and then there is this HTML. Let's type that down. Alright, that's done as well. And then we have the head. Let's work with the head. There it is. Okay. What's next? The title of the page. Okay. Title. Let's close it. Alright. Oh, come on. There it is. What is the title going to be? It is going to be my first page. My first page. There it is. And then we have the body. Alright, let's do that. And the body is just before the head. It's just before the head. Let's type down body. There it is. Okay. Now we have the H1, which says hello world. Let's do that as well. H1. Oh, come on, bro. Okay. Hello world. There it is. Alright, what's next? This is my first web page. Then we have the paragraph. Alright. Come on, bro. What is this? Keep. Okay. This is my first web page. There it is, done. Next we have a button. It's just below the paragraph. Let's add the button quickly. You double T. Alright, there we go. The button, what does the button say? Click me. Click me. Alright. What is it going to do? It's going to say on click. Okay, so if someone clicks it, we're going to call the method called say hello. Let's do that as well. On click. Say hello. Alright. There it is. What is next? And we're just at the end, we're going to import a script. Okay, let's do that as well. Script. What is it going to do? Nothing for now. It's just pointing to a source, which is, it's pointing to something. It's pointing to a file, script.js. This is what I understand from it. src, which is the source. The name of the file is going to be script.js. Alright, there we go. Done. What you just learned. Alright, there we go. H1 is the heading. P is a paragraph. Button is a clickable button. OnClick connects HTML to JavaScript. Alright. This is the OnClick. It's going to connect this HTML to the JavaScript. CSS makes it look better. So now we have to create another file called style.cs. It's going to be done with this click of a button. Just create a new file. It's called style.css. Alright. Put this inside. Okay. So first we're trying to style the body. Let me see. Do we even have a body? Yes, we do. This is the body. We're going to start styling the body. How do we do that? Really simple. Body. Alright, there we go. Let's set the background color to what? The background color to F2. Alright, hashtag F2. There it is. Lovely. It's the white color. Next, the font family. Let's do that. Arial sans serif. Okay. Arial and... Why are there two fonts? Shouldn't it be just like one? Why do we even need two fonts? Sans serif. Well, let's just complete the code and we'll ask ChatGPT the stuff. There's like two fonts in it, and then we have the text align. The body text is going to be aligned in the center. Margin top, we're adding a margin at the top, and that is going to be 100 pixels. Alright, there it is. Lovely. The body is done. Next, let's move on to the button. Whoopsie, I used the brackets for the method. Let's move on to the button. You do realize that we have a button in our code, which is this, and we're styling the button. Padding, this is going to move the stuff into the middle somehow. 10 pixels. Okay. And 20 pixels. Alright, that is, we can do that. So I think this is X and Y, right? It's X and Y? Because right now we're dealing with two axes, X and Y right now. The font size, 16 pixels. Okay, we can do that. Let's keep the font size at 16 pixels. Font size, 16 pixels. Lovely. Now that we're done, let me just launch the page and see how it looks. Yeah, let's use Chrome for now. Come on, bro. Launch already. Alright, lovely. So hello world. If we click on this right now, it's not going to work because we do not have the JavaScript file. We've not done anything to the JavaScript file right now. And now let's take a look at everything. So you can see this is the h1 tag. It has a default color because we did not give it a color. It has a margin of 21.44 pixels. Did we give it a margin? The body. What does the body have? You can note here that the body has the hello world is in my first page button and everything. So the body should have the background color white, but the text is going to have a black color. You didn't specify the color for the text. Times New Roman, it got a default, what do you call, the font family. Shouldn't it be Arial sans serif? Hello world? Hold on. That's the H1. Yeah, but the body, we gave the body properties, right? We gave it some properties. It was supposed to have these properties. 16 pixels font size 16 pixels. Okay, it is 16 pixels. Well, we did not specify a size for the body. What I didn't, okay, that's the background color. It should be white. I get it now, I get it. Since we didn't specify any colors for the specifics, it's given a default stuff. I want to check out the margin, right? So the margin at the top should be 100 for the body. Let's see if it has a 100 margin. So the rendered version, hold on. So the body, we gave the body a margin from the top only 100 pixels, right? And in the body we have like 4 things, or I mean that's the script. We have 3 things: H1, paragraph, and button. So H1, paragraph, and button. So there should be some space at the top, and there is a space at the top. You can see that if you just take a look at this. So there should be a margin. The rendered margin height 113, margin at the top. So the rendered thing is a bit different, right? You can see this, it's a bit different. So look, if I try to remove the margin, it's going to be different. Let me remove, check this out. Alright, now let me reload. That is a bit weird. That did not work. Oh, okay. No, file not found. Yeah, of course, there is no JavaScript file right now. But I don't understand, I removed the margin completely. Let me reload it. What? I don't get it. Doesn't this look the same? It looks totally the same. Like, there's no difference. That, why does it say no margin? Maybe I need to enhance my knowledge. There's stuff that I'm missing right now, you know? Margin, top, layout, styles. And now if I do Control Z and then save it, is there going to be a margin? Alright, let's ask a Google account. Oh my gosh. I don't get it, bros. I don't get it. I totally don't get it. Break on, hide an element, bad settings, media. Alright, I get that. I'm just trying to figure out, no. Look at this, look at this. There actually is margin. I finally got it. So, what, look, I gave it a margin at the top of 100 pixels, right? It should only be at the top. Why has it given a margin at every corner, at every side? You can see 8 pixels. I've just given it a top margin of 100 pixels, but over here, it gave it a 8 pixels to every side. Copy, copy. This is the styles. So this is so the actual rendered stuff is a bit different from this, right? And then the button has a padding of 10 pixels and 20 pixels. Let's check that out. This is the button. It should have a padding of 10 pixels. X and Y, right? X should be 10 pixels and Y should be 20 pixels. Yeah, there it is. X should be. Oh, okay. This is. I'm starting to understand this. So for the X, there is going to be a padding of 10 pixels, which is rendered as 1, and then for the Y, it's going to be 20 pixels, which is a 6. Okay. Did I give it a border? No, I did not. But it's given it a border. The button has a border by default. You see that? You can see it's going to get highlighted. This is the padding. So the X padding is a little and the Y padding is more. So it makes sense, okay? But the border, I didn't give it a border. It has border. So you understand from this that this thing has borders, right? So let's move on to the JavaScript. Since this works, it's a bit different in the actual computer stuff. Now link CSS to HTML. Yeah, we did not link the CSS to the HTML. Also, you should note that we included the script at the bottom, although we didn't create it yet. But this is the first method to include a file, to include JavaScript, of course. And you should also note that it's included right at the bottom of all the code. This is something to note. It's right at the bottom. And now let's create a new file called script.js. Next.html. Add this to the head. A link to the style file. Okay. We have to add this in the head. Let's add a link. There it is. So link is a bit different. It did not. Okay, so we add everything inside the angle brackets. What is the first thing? Rel, R-E-L. What is this? Rel, what is rel? This attribute names a relationship of the linked document to the current document. Link document to the current document. The attribute must be a space-separated list of the link types and values. Baseline since 2015. All right. It names a relationship, the link document to the current document. The relationship. Okay. Style sheet. The name of style sheet. This is naming a relationship of the link document to the current document. So link document is style.css. This is not the name of the the actual file. It's the name of a relationship. And the attribute must be a space-separated list of the link types values. I don't know what that means. And then the href, I think this is going to be the actual file. There it is. Yeah, its name is style.css. Alright, okay. Yeah, we learned changing background colors, entering text, styling buttons. You can see that over here. Text align center is going to be in the middle. Although, is it actually in the middle? Yo, did you notice something? Everything just changed after I included the script file. It included everything. Open with, it's a bit different now. See this? Did it finally add the margin at the top? Please, please. Yo, there actually is space at the top. Check this out. Everything is in the center, and okay, now it should work. Now let me remove the margin from the top. Okay, I removed the margin from the top. Yes, it worked. It worked. The margin from the top is gone. And now let me just reload it. So for some reason, after I added the... So what was wrong is that I hadn't linked my style sheet. That is the thing. I had not linked my style sheet, which caused it not to do the stuff which it was supposed to do. You can see this margin at the top. It works now. If I remove the font, okay, background color white. It's not white, F2. It's a bit grayish. All right, so everything works. Now the body. Yes. Everything works. You see, there's a bit of a difference. See, there's two bodies here. User agent style sheet. This is our actual style sheet. This is the user agent style sheet. I don't know what that is. And now finally, you can see there's 100 margin at the top. The others do have default margin as well. It's giving a default margin. We should keep that in mind. So there's a lot to learn here. It's very interesting. Let's end our session. Why did I close that? You just have to add the JavaScript. It is time to end our session. Alright, in the JavaScript, we just have to write the function. Do something for the button. So when the button is pressed, this function gets called. It's going to say, hello, you click the button. It's an alert. Alright, let's go to the JavaScript file. So the name, how do we define the function in this? It's just write function. Alright, it's pretty simple. Function. What else? Say hello. The name of the function. Say hello. Alright. There it is. And then what else? Brackets. Curly brackets. Just the dialog. It's the alert. Alright, there it is. It's gonna say, are there inverted commas? Yes there are. Hello. You just clicked me. Exclamation mark. Alright, that is lovely. And the emoji, you click the button. Okay, let's just you clicked the button. Lovely. I love the emojis. It's wonderful. Also, there's a bit difference there. There's a semicolon here. Alright, let's reload. It's time to reload and click me. Hello, you clicked the button, and the emoji is being loaded as this. I think that is the ASCII characters. I might be wrong, but yeah, that's it for today. So it's really simple. It's just a function that says alert and then something pops up. It's very, very simple. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm in love with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I absolutely love it. This is tomorrow, day 2 preview. We do not need to go there. This is it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Should I upload this somewhere? Alright, so yeah, have a very nice day. Have a very beautiful day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.